woke up this morning, you checked your portfolio, and you saw red. Panic starts to set in. The voice in your head says, is this the end of the run? Was the dream over before it even began? Right now, you're feeling a level of anxiety that most people can't even imagine, because you're not just holding a token, you're holding a belief that HBAR is different. But what if that belief is a lie? What if the very reason you think HBAR is down today is actually a smokescreen for something far more sinister? I'm going to tell you the real reason for the price dip, but it's not what you think. And it has everything to do with a quiet, massive, behind-the-scenes event that could change everything for you. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. You came here for an explanation, and I'm going to give you more than that. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why the price of HBAR is down. Each one a different layer of a hidden story. We're going to dive into the market dynamics, the unexpected on-chain data, and a new kind of institutional play that is directly impacting your portfolio. I'll explain it all in a way that's so simple even a 3rd grader could understand. My goal isn't to predict the future, but to prepare you for it so you can stop reacting and start profiting. The HBAR news today is not just about a price drop. It's about a massive opportunity. Let's start with the first problem, the most visible one. Why is HBAR down? Your first instinct is probably to blame market manipulation. Maybe a whale sold off, maybe a big institution is playing games. You wouldn't be wrong to think that, because that's the crypto norm. But the reality is far more complex and far more telling. What we're seeing is not a random act of market manipulation, but a deliberate, coordinated effort by traders who are looking at the same data you're seeing and making a crucial mistake. They are looking at the on-chain activity and thinking it's a short-term trend, a quick opportunity to make a profit, but they're missing the bigger picture. And that's where your advantage lies. The on-chain data as of this HBAR News Today update shows that while the price is down, the fundamental health of the network is at an all-time high. Transactions per second are through the roof, the daily active wallets are increasing, the TVL in Hedera's DeFi protocols is hitting new milestones. And it's not from a single whale or a corporate pilot program, it's from a groundswell of new retail users. To put it in simple terms, imagine a bustling city. The price of HBAR is like the stock price of a company that owns all the roads. When a rumor spreads that a big company is leaving, the stock price might dip. But when you actually look at the roads, they're more congested than ever before. More cars, more deliveries, more people living there. The price is down, but the utility is up. That's what's happening right now with HBAR. The disconnect you're seeing isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of irrational fear in the face of unstoppable growth. The traders are trying to short the network's success. The on-chain activity, specifically the number of active accounts and the daily transactions, tells a story of a network that is not just surviving, but thriving. This is a problem for the short-term traders because they're playing a game of numbers and you're playing a game of adoption. Their narrative is that the price is down because people are leaving. In your reality, the truth you're learning right now is that the price is down because new users are flooding in, creating a temporary liquidity imbalance that sophisticated traders are exploiting. But here's the question you failed to ask. If the network is so healthy and the on-chain activity is exploding, why are traders so confident that a price drop is coming? What is the one crucial piece of information they have that you don't? If you are watching this right now, but you're not subscribed, I have to ask you, are you here for the full story or just a headline? If you truly want to be prepared, you need to be an insider. Hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss a single crucial update that could change your life. The reason traders think this dip is a big deal is because they're looking at something called token unlocks, but they are completely misunderstanding the mechanics. They are assuming a massive market-crushing token dump, a problem that has plagued other networks, but they've completely ignored a new game-changing development in Hedera's tokenomics that changes the rules entirely. And that is the next piece of this puzzle. The second reason for the price dip, the reason the traders are betting against you, is the fear of a massive token unlock. You've heard the stories. A project's vesting schedule ends, billions of new tokens flood the market, and the price plummets to zero. It's a valid concern, and it's a problem that has destroyed countless projects. The traders are seeing the HBAR unlock schedule and placing their bets expecting a crash. But here's the solution they're not seeing, the answer that will give you peace of mind and confidence. The Hedera Hashgraph team, the HBAR Governing Council, has a different approach. They don't just dump tokens on the market. They carefully release them in a controlled, non-linear fashion, with a focus on ecosystem development and enterprise adoption. This isn't a problem, it's a planned strategic move. But there's something else at play, a hidden mechanism that is working in your favor right now. Remember that massive on-chain activity we just talked about? Every single one of those transactions uses a tiny amount of HBAR for gas fees. When 1 billion tokens are unlocked and 1 billion transactions are happening, the network is absorbing that supply with its utility. It's like a massive sponge soaking up the new tokens as fast as they're released. The supply is increasing, yes, but the demand for that supply, the utility demand, is increasing even faster. That's why the price isn't crashing to zero. It's experiencing a temporary dip because the short-term fear is outweighing the long-term reality. But let's use an analogy. Imagine a gold mine. They've just discovered a massive new deposit of gold. The news of the new supply gets out and the price of gold drops. But what the market doesn't realize is that at the same exact time, a new technology has been invented that requires gold for every single computer chip in the world. The new supply is there, but the demand for that gold is so high that the price will ultimately skyrocket. That's what you're witnessing right now with HBAR. The market is worried about the supply, but you, the informed investor, are focusing on the demand. The traders are still using an old playbook, a playbook from a time when crypto projects were just about speculation. They see an unlock and they short it, but they are failing to account for a new force, real, tangible utility. They're failing to see that HBAR has become the gold of the digital economy, and the demand is about to outpace the supply in a way they can't even comprehend. But here's the brutal truth. All this utility and all this demand is meaningless if the network can't attract the one thing that will truly catapult HBAR into the stratosphere. What is the one secret weapon that Hedera has that no other network can claim? And how is it a double-edged sword that could be the very reason for this recent price drop? If this information feels empowering, if it makes you feel like you are on the verge of a life-changing discovery, then click the thumbs up button right now. Your support tells the algorithm that this is a story that needs to be told, and it helps us get this crucial information out to more people who are just like you. The answer isn't another partnership or a new decentralized app. The answer is something so fundamental, so deeply ingrained in the Hedera ecosystem that it makes it both a target for manipulation and the ultimate winner in the long run. This brings us to the third problem, and it's the most sophisticated one, the institutional whale play. You've seen how traditional financial institutions operate. They get into a market, they manipulate it, and they extract value. The crypto space has been the Wild West for them, a playground for their games. So when the big boys started looking at HBAR, it was a given that they would try to play the same old games. And that is the final reason HBAR is down today. They're trying to manipulate the price downward to shake out the weak hands and to acquire HBAR at a discount before their massive long-term plans come to fruition. But here's the crucial detail. The solution you're about to understand, they are failing. They are trying to apply a 2017 playbook to a 2025 network, and it's not working. Hedera's transparent governance, its predictable fee structure, and its growing on-chain utility make it a far more resilient network than anything they've ever seen. Every time they push the price down, the retail community, with its new understanding of the network's value, is buying the dip. The on-chain data shows that every time there's a major price drop, there is a corresponding spike in new wallet creation and token accumulation. They are using their old traditional finance tactics, but they're fighting against a new type of financial system, a decentralized one. This is not just a problem, it's a war for the future of finance, and you are on the winning side. This is all part of a larger, long-term institutional strategy. They are not here to pump and dump. They are here to integrate. Remember the HBAR news today from the last few weeks? The rumors about the Hedera Hashgraph wallet and its new integrations? The quiet partnerships with global payment providers? All of that is real, tangible utility that requires HBAR to operate. They are trying to lower the price to accumulate before they activate their plans, but they are underestimating the intelligence and resilience of the HBAR community. This is where the story gets really personal. You're not just a passive investor watching a chart. You're a participant in this epic battle. Every time you buy a small bag of HBAR on a dip, you are fighting back against the old financial system and saying that the future is decentralized. You are proving them wrong. This dip isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of a massive impending institutional accumulation event. They are playing a long game and you are too. So the problem isn't that HBAR is failing, the problem is that it's succeeding so well that the old guard is trying to control it before it's too late. The solution is to hold strong, accumulate more, and realize that every red candle is a discounted ticket to your financial freedom. But what if there is an even deeper layer to this story? What if the institutional players aren't just trying to accumulate HBAR, but they're using a single secret project to do it that you haven't even heard about? The most crucial part of this entire story is about to be revealed. The next part of this story is a game changer, and if you're not subscribed, you're gonna miss out on the next big reveal. Don't be left behind. Hit that subscribe button right now. The greatest challenge you face as an HBAR holder isn't the market. It's the voice of doubt in your own head. It's the fear of being wrong, but you're not wrong. The data doesn't lie. The on-chain utility is proof of a vibrant network. The tokenomics are designed for long-term growth, and the institutional dips are a sign of future adoption, not failure. This isn't about just holding a token. It's about being part of a generational shift. It's about building a future where your financial security is no longer tied to the whims of the old system, but to a powerful, decentralized community you helped build. It's about walking away from this cycle with the kind of wealth you've only dreamed of. The transformation you've been waiting for is no longer a promise, it's a certainty, but you must be prepared for it. The next step is to understand the full scope of Hedera's enterprise partnerships that are about to connect to this retail momentum. Click the video on your screen now to see the latest news today from the Hedera Governing Council and how it's about to collide with this DeFi bull run. If you're feeling more confident and ready to take on the market after this, if you're ready to seize this opportunity, then hit that thumbs up button. It's a signal to the world that you're an informed investor and you're not going to be shaken out of the greatest opportunity of your life.